Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best gaming keyboards. Starting at number 5. EVGA Teclado para Gamers. While the EVGA Z12 may be the cheapest gaming keyboard we've tested, it certainly isn't the worst. It's incredible how well this keyboard performs, considering it frequently goes on sale at a sub-$20 price point. Its latency is low enough for casual gaming, and the companion software allows you to customize the RGB backlighting in zones as well as program macros to any key. Plus, there's a column of dedicated macro keys on the left for easier access. The EVGA uses rubber dome switches rather than mechanical switches. These switches are heavier to press and don't feel as snappy as mechanical switches, but they're nearly silent during operation, making them a great choice for kids or gamers in shared spaces like dorm rooms. Plus, the construction of a rubber dome switch eliminates any exposed moving parts. So if you tend to eat and drink in front of your keyboard, you won't have to worry about spills and crumbs damaging it. Coming at number 4. Razer Teclado Gaming. The Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition clocks in at a nice budget price point without compromising performance. This keyboard is an older model from Razer's flagship Huntsman lineup, so it features exceptionally low latency and gaming-focused optical switches that combine for a very fluid and responsive in-game experience. The Razer optical switches have a linear feel with very short pre-travel distance and a feather-light actuation force. While these switches are excellent for gaming, you might find yourself making more typos while chatting away with friends. However, since it's a budget model, it's missing a few extra features found on something a bit more premium, like the Corsair K70 RGB TKL mentioned above. For example, the Razer doesn't have dedicated media keys, a volume wheel, or a higher-than-average polling rate. So, if you don't mind the more stripped-down nature of the board, it's the best bang for your buck. At number 3. Corsair K70 RGB TKL. At a mid-range price point, the Corsair K70 RGB TKL is the best keyboard you can buy. In addition to its under-the-hood performance, the K70 RGB TKL features excellent build quality with a hard plastic chassis, durable PBT keycaps, and ergonomic kickstands that open sideways, so you don't accidentally collapse them if you move your board. Performance-wise, its near millisecond latency provides a very fluid and responsive in-game experience, especially when combined with the light-to-press Cherry MX switches. You can get this keyboard with either classic Cherry MX red switches or Cherry MX speed switches. And regardless of which you spring for, you'll find a very light switch with a short actuation distance, so pressing a key feels like an extension of your finger. This is part of a larger K70 lineup that features keyboards of different sizes with slightly different features. While we recommend the TKL size here, as it's considered the optimum size for gaming, you might prefer a larger board like the Corsair K70 RGB MK.2, which costs a little more but also includes a wrist rest. Additionally, it's worth a note that the Corsair is a wired-only keyboard, so you may prefer the previously mentioned Logitech G715 if you want a wireless unit. Number 2 of my list. Logitech G Teclado Mica Anico. The Logitech G715 is a playful unit that comes with a fun cloud-shaped wrist rest, pastel-colored accents, and a nice, underglow effect from the frosted RGB lighting strip around the unit. Although this unit doesn't have the same degree of customization as the SteelSeries Apex Pro keyboards, its very low latency and overall gaming performance are just as fantastic, and if anything, it's a great out-of-the-box unit that requires minimal tweaking or programming to get it to feel just right. Whether you use it in a wired mode with the included USB A to USB-C cable or wirelessly with its USB receiver, you'll be met with a responsive in-game experience with no noticeable delay, even if you're playing competitively. You can get this unit with your choice of Logitech's own GX switches in the usual offerings of clicky blue, tactile brown, and linear red, so you're able to find the switch feeling that works for you. And number 1. SteelSeries Apex Pro. Compact keyboards are all the rage these days, and it makes sense why. When you're only using the left half of your keyboard, why take up a whole desktop with a bulky full-size unit with a numpad? In the sea of compact gaming options, one easily rises to the top, the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini Wireless. This wireless unit is the compact version of the enduringly popular SteelSeries Apex Pro, and like its predecessor, it has an adjustable pre-travel distance feature, meaning you can set the sensitivity of your key presses. Whether you want a nearly instant actuation point for competitive gaming or a longer pre-travel distance for general typing, you can customize each key individually within a pretty wide range to best suit your needs. This keyboard also has a feature to allow you to program 2 inputs to a single key press, which is an excellent time-saving feature for competitive FPS games. As its name suggests, it's a wireless keyboard that connects with a USB receiver or with up to 3 devices using Bluetooth. However, its battery life is fairly short, lasting only 30 to 40 hours, but this is normal considering how many features this little guy has packed into it. That said, there's also a wired-only version, the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini, so you don't have to worry about it dying mid-use. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.